Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome everyone to our latest episode of Vietnam Venture Capital Podcast. And in this episode, we will discuss one of the hottest trends, I think, in the half decade in the blockchain world, which is called NFT. So, what are they, and why people are so crazy about it? What are the latest news about them? So, to discuss with us today, we have two special guests from SeekHYPE, which are Miss Kate and Mr. Ted. Okay, so hi, Miss Kate and Mr. Ted. Maybe you can introduce about yourself.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm here with Kate. So Kate is a CMO of SeekHYPE, and I'm doing business development at SeekHYPE. And we are a new NFT marketplace. We integrate like AI and social listening technology to have people to of course seek the hype, but also like find the favorite NFT for themselves. And it's been interesting to see this space has been thriving a lot since the past few years. So that's been it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Thanks the team for bringing me in. As Ted said that, as Ted shared that I'm Kate, currently co-founder and CMO of SeekHYPE, the NFT marketplace, and I'm so glad to have chance to talking with you guys today to share about NFT and the rise of NFT and the future of digital ownership and everything related to that. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So I'm Wang. You can call me Jace, and I'm product operations of VVC. So today is an honor for me and my team to have you guys to have a little talk to this episode.
Okay, so thanks once again. So four of us will discuss around the NFT today. Okay, and so let us wait no more. Maybe for my very first question, I want to ask Ted. Yeah, so imagine I'm like a young 8 years old kid. Can you explain for me the concept of NFT and how is it different from crypto?
Yeah, sure. That's an interesting question. So we can start with the definition of NFT. It stands for non-fungible token. So of course, like you can understand that it's non-fungible. So for example, when we talk about Bitcoin or Ethereum, they are fungible token. That means like if you have one Bitcoin and have one Bitcoin, they are exactly the same. But for NFT, there's unique, right? So not any NFT is the same, right? For an kid, I would say like imagine it's just like a piece of art on the internet, but like instead of like you have no control of the ownership, then you can like securely keep it in your digital wallet, and it is like something unique, and like you can tell the difference between NFTs. Yeah.
Okay, and so like you said, it's like for me also in my understanding. So usually it's the NFT as digital art. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they kind of like they're making the paintings, they're making photographs into NFT. So is it the only use case of NFT, or are there any other kind of use cases that apply for NFTs?
Yeah, so actually, people often heard about NFT and they imagine like, there's a piece of digital artwork on the internet. But actually, like there are so many applications here. We're talking about like ticket, right? For example, like if you attend an event, you can show your NFT to show that, hey, you are a legit attendee. So that's one application. And the second one could be like certificates. So for example, you complete a course, like an online training course, whatever, and the organizer can issue an NFT to, show that the that person actually completed the course and, he's legit. And there's so many other, like in gaming, it can stand for like items in the game, so people can like freely trade them between users, right? So imagine like you hold a big item in like a mobile game or whatever, if it's not NFT, when the game goes down, then like you'll also lose, the item, right? But like if you have the item on the blockchain as an NFT, then you can keep the ownership. And there's so many other NFT like we could discover along the way here. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for the sharing. I think it's quite informative and go overview of the NFT. Okay, but I still wondering about one thing is like like in the real world, the artist will spy on the paintings, for example, so that to show the credibility of that artist on their art. But in the NFT case, though, how we can transfer the ownership for the creators and the artists when the art and their painting is not like physical anymore and is getting online with a lot of code behind.
Yeah. So actually, there's a concept I actually have this discussion with one of my professors back in like the university time, and there's a concept here in digital economy, say like whatever you have in a digital environment, the only scarcity is attention. So that means like when you have a software or maybe like a picture, whatever digital art, right, or you like a song, for example, you can copy and make like millions, copies of that piece of work, right? So the only scarcity here in a digital environment is attention. That means like people actually don't have time actually to pay attention to these items. But when the concept of NFT comes in, and like just crypto in general, it changed that. So it's actually a groundbreaking concept in the digital world. We can create scarcity in terms of quantity actually. So when a creator creates a piece of work on the and issue it to the blockchain, it makes sure that the supply is defined. So that means there's no more like in the quantity, like it's not going to be like more of that work. And maybe what the question again, like
building up tech sharings that for the ownership for creators or actors in NFT, we have other points. For example, is the first one is eliminating the intermediaries. So how can it do that? Because NFT is built on smart contract of a blockchain. So the copyright will be recorded in a blockchain. For example, NFT of SeekHYPE, we are integrating our network at the first approach, and the next will be Ethereum. So every NFT, every single NFT, everything is put on blockchain. It becomes an NFT, and the transaction or the purchase from the creator and the buyer, also and known as the collector, will be recorded on blockchain. So it creates the direct interaction between the NFT creator and the collector. The second one is NFT protects the intellectual property. So the big problem in digital art is that digital art is really vulnerable to the theft and the copyright. So for NFT, every single NFT is unique. So every unique item can be protected for the artist, the original creator. And the last one is royalty stream for the artist. So royalty means that every artist, the NFT creator, can receive the percentage of the sale through token when the NFT is transferred to other ones. So for the ownership, for the creators, they can monetize, and also if NFT brings another revenue streams for them to like besides the work at traditional aspect. Yeah.
That's really cool. So I think for now, like apart from the uniqueness of the NFT that can secure the intellectual of property of the artist, it also gives the artist some kind of beneficiaries to keep them like in loop with this new technology. Okay, and we talked about some benefits already. But I wonder, like, for them, is there any challenges or is there any like bottlenecks that they should also concern, especially for new artists when they come up to this field?
Yeah, for sure. Like besides the upside, of course there are like some drawbacks. So when we talk about NFTs, actually not really like clear in the eyes of the law. Like somehow like some government they still haven't decided like what kind of this like what kind of like asset actually is NFT, right? And it poses some like legal challenge. Maybe like when we have conflict between like IP and like like yeah, maybe there's like some case like legal case between people regarding NFTs, and it's really hard to define, right? Maybe there's no clear path to the outcome. And the second one would be like, yeah, of course, technical challenge. So when you create your first NFT, of course, like it could be a daunting experience, like how to create a wallet, how to actually understand the blockchain, and how to approach people on that blockchain. That would be a really huge task. And even for big, project right now, it's still a big challenge to, get people's attention. So yeah, for small artists, it could be like something that they can use as a leverage to reach like a larger audience group. Like I know some artists, they quite small and they don't actually typically have like a voice in the art world, but through NFT they can reach like people from other side of the earth, right? And like it could be like some just like a 7 years old kid, or like maybe like 52 years old person, but like whatever kind of personality, it could pose some like interest, and that will have a lot for small artists. Yeah.
Okay, also my friend Kwan here, he's also an NFT enthusiast. So maybe you can add some comment in this.
Sure thing, brother. I have a question. So how can blockchains improve the security and the transparencies of the NFT transactions? Can you tell our audience more about that?
Yeah, so whenever you make a transaction on the blockchain, it's actually embedded to the code, right? So people can see, yeah, the blockchain is like an open ledger. So you see the history, you see who's the owner and who made the transaction, when it happened. So about transparency, it makes it really clear for people to look into, and you can yeah, it could be a threat to privacy. Some, really conservative, like OG crypto people say like, hey, I don't want that. Like people know my transaction, and they don't want actually people know how much money they have, right? What kind of NFT assets they have. But like, for case like people want to make investment, then yeah, it would be awesome to know, the owners and everything, and make sure like the art or the asset is legit. Yeah.
Besides that, I think I believe that this question, like everyone comes to NFT will have this question, like how can about its security and transparency. So talking about this site, I think is based on the how blockchain works. Because NFT is on blockchain. So, and how blockchain works to blockchain is naturally secure and transparent based on its technology. So, talking about the basic, for blockchain, every information is recorded on a block, and there are many blocks we create a chain, and there are many chains create the blockchain. So there are some different kinds of blockchain in this Web3 space. For example, proof of work, proof of stake, for example, and based on the technology, NFT can be recorded and cannot delete or change the information on the blockchain. So it means that for a transaction is created between an NFT, for example, Ted transfer an NFT to Kate and Jay, or Jay can check it on the blockchain and you can see how much is it and when Ted transfer to Kate, for example. So it means that for NFT, everything is transparent and you can check it on the blockchain. Yeah.
Sure thing. So I think like the more understanding we have about the basic concept, especially when it comes to like new technology, the more risk we can mitigate. Yeah. Okay, but like apart from the security thing, I think it's the top of mind of every like newcomers. So are there any other concerns lately in the field?
Yeah, sure. I think on top of my mind, I would say scammers. Yeah, like there's so many scam in any market, of course, and for NFT it's a new market. So typically, like people get into it like without knowing like who is a real, creator here, right? There's some people like just like copy the art and just like make their own collection and just sell somewhere and trick people. So yeah, it would be like a big problem, and to solve this, actually, I think like we have to form kind of a community, like to fight against it. Like people actually share the knowledge, like what we are doing here, to make sure like new people come in and understand that the part of the game is like deal with these people, and we can see that a lot of scammer get like exposed because like they of course like you cannot hide any digital like footprint, right? You can hide some, but like somewhere people will know and got exposed. And actually there's some case like people expose this scammer and protect like buyers. And for maybe like an NFT marketplace like us, we definitely have to do due diligence for whatever like collection coming to us to make sure like it's legit and it's safe. We're not saying like we'll make you rich by buying this stuff, but like at least like it's safe and that the promise is made and they deliver. So that's a point.
Yeah. And I think the perception comes from the regulation. For example, for cryptocurrency, we know El Salvador accept cryptocurrency, but in Vietnam the regulation is not really clear to us. So in an economy, if we don't have the clear regulation for an industry, it make the participant to be hesitant to join, and there's a lot of controversial thoughts on the on that sector. So for NFT is a part of Web3, and the policy and regulation is not clear as also mentioned. So that's why I think it's one of the top concerns for people interested in NFT. Yeah.
Okay, sure thing. I just have a pop-up question here for Ted. As you said, like one of the things you do on your daily basis is to ensure you due diligence on the projects. So I just wonder, like, and I think a lot of people were curious, how can you due diligence the projects and ensure there's no scam there?
Yeah, that be like really challenging task actually to make sure like everything is like legit. I'm not saying like it's like 100% proof for like user, but at least like so far we have some like metric to make sure like the creator coming to us are legit. For example, if they come from a Web2 space, they can be a business, so they have like operation, they have like their legal registration, right? So that's part of it. Like we've been doing some Web2 business like NFT before, like with like some delivery service and maybe like an artist in real world. Or in terms of Web3, we track like their history, so make sure like at least they have some understanding. We have to test them out for sure. Like along the way of due diligence is like asking questions, right, and make sure like they know what they're doing. And also like some traction would be great. Like we see the few project before, they have a community, people support them. So that would be some great metric to make sure they make it.
Sounds great. I believe it is the difficult question to answer. So for the legit project, currently I learned findings when I talk to some Japanese market about the Japanese partner about this question also. When people explore the NFT is a new sector, and there's a fighting that when the government don't have the regulation for NFT, there's the community, business community has the interest of NFT, and then they can gather to spread out about the values of NFT, and then they can there are some rules within the community. For example, to define a legit project, we have the clear roadmap or the milestone that the project already complete during the progress, the community, and many points that we need to evaluate. But the thing is, they must be approved by the local communities of that sector. For example, for NFT, there are some legit builders in NFT. So they recognize the newcomer is legit.
Mhm.
So it's the one of the way to evaluate the legit project in NFT. I believe it's also the interesting finding is to me. Yeah. Because the question is like the definition of each person is different. I believe that. Yeah.
Actually, I have a question, Shurik. Like, if it's not like suitable, maybe we could cut it out. But like, do you guys think like if like we do mention about the legal things, right? So do you think like really the government should like legalize the NFT and digital assets?
For me, 100% yes. For me.
But for me, I think yes, but not now. So yeah, for myself, I think like for all the countries like El Salvador, Singapore, I think, and some islands. Yeah, so because they are service, they live and they making money, they earn money from services. So that's why they need to adopt these things. That's why they need to like have the legal frameworks for them.
Yeah. In Hong nice. In Hong Kong, I also talked with the government. No, sorry. The lawyer in Hong Kong, and asked them about how NFT is going in Hong Kong. And actually, for Hong Kong government, they are also working on the NFT regulation. However, it depends on the types of NFT. Yeah. For the specific type of NFT, I have no specific information right now, but they can show that they are trying to adopt the new innovation in Web3, and I believe that NFT is really promising in Web3. Yeah.
Interesting. Actually, I do share like the same, I would say like value with Zui, because like I think like legislation, it takes time, and if you rush into like making like something new like legal, then it could pose threat to like investor and people without knowledge, and like how to do business in a decent way is actually quite important, right? And without infrastructure legally, we cannot make sure that happen. Then maybe we should wait, kind of like see how it develops, and the market will try to regulate itself, I believe. So yeah. Maybe that's something we aim for, but for sure, like as a business, we want to do like legal, stuff, right? So that's why we wish, for sure, like 100%, like Kwang said, like make it like legal. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to share with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think like as we don't have a clear legal framework for now, it's also an opportunity, right? We can test a lot of things. Yeah, and we are Flashpoint. Vietnam is a flashpoint for the blockchain world. I think that is also because we don't have a clear legal framework yet. Because when it comes to like you have the right, and you also have some kind of obligations, liabilities. Yeah. So I think we can wait for all the like experts in other countries that are more into regulating these things. They can do first. They test out first, and then we can adopt filtering and then adapt. Okay, and then
So talk about that. I have a small question for you guys. Do you know the Binzi, the rapper Binzi?
Yeah.
I've heard that he had his own collection. So what do you think about his collections?
I know that collection. I also busy fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I just no,
We have been with Binzi.
I just like listening to his songs, and at the time, to be honest, at the time he issued his collection, I was not full time for NFT. I was building the decentralized API project at that time, and I was really curious about NFT. And that collection is supported by Tuliver, is the NFT company, right, in Vietnam. And I talked with marketing manager of Tuliver, and if to me is the I don't have the specific statistic of NFT collection. For example, number of NFT sold out, or the time that is do they do marketing for that NFT collection. However, I think it's the kick off of NFT in Vietnam. It makes a significant impression for NFT enthusiasts in Vietnam. Is because they can educate the people about why one of the top singer in Vietnam issue an NFT and spread out its values. How can it, especially there are many types of NFT in this space. We have music NFT, we have collectible NFT, we have utility NFT, voucher NFT, and so on. And the NFT collection from Binzi, it marked the the significant impression for the music NFT, and I think it's also bring the values to the community to spread out about it. Before Binzi, we have Nhạc Anh from Andrew.
Also, yeah, Andrew Dry Hand. Yeah, also the music NFT. Yeah, it's also
really?
yeah.
Yeah, and from Nhạc Anh song, I also I was really impressed by it, and I start searching deeper about the music NFT besides other kinds of NFT. Yeah, so it's to me it's really like it also bring the values to the community.
Cool. So I think that is some movement we have so far, at least in Vietnam, in the creators and artists world, when top singers, I think they care and they do put some effort in the NFT.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about the result, but still, it's a good movement. Let me futuristic for a while. So, what do you think about the opportunities of NFT in the upcoming years?
Yeah, it's a great question. I want to emphasize on the opportunity for the party involved in NFT. We have creator, we have the collector who is buying NFT, and the third one is investor, the professional investor, and also individual investor. So as the creator, I think NFT brings the new opportunity for them to monetize and protect their work, their art, and from NFT they can use NFT as the method to have the innovative ways in the artwork. They can have, and especially they have more fans through NFT. Yeah, and and another type of user, we have collector. They can offer new investment and opportunity for collector through the digital asset that based on the popularity and rarity. It's because when you hold the NFT, it is rare and it is potential to increase the value in the future. To me, I buy NFT based on two main purposes. The first one is I want to belong to the community, to have the networking opportunity there, or I love that vibe of NFT community. I will hold that NFT till I have a community to belong to, and there are many opportunities to broaden from those. And the second one is to get the benefit, profit in the future. So there's two types to me as the collector. And the third one is for investor. For investor in the big picture, NFT bring the new types of business for them to invest in. You can see the growth of e-commerce a few years ago, and today you will see the growth of NFT business. And I believe that it's not a trend, it's the long-term types of business, because NFT can be applied in every single aspect of the economy. It can be applied in collectible and also applied in some traditional business. For example, recently SeekHYPE support AHA Move, the top one delivery application in Vietnam, to launch NFT, voucher NFT in Vietnam. So it means that for the investor, professional investor, the opportunity for them to explore the new segment and to explore the new type of NFT. There are many types of business: NFT marketplace, NFT agency, there NFT NFT aggregator, NFT listening. For example, there's many types of NFT business. So there are some opportunities in my mind.
Chào mừng các bạn đã đến với chuỗi series VVC của Vietnam Venture Capital Podcast.